And welcome to my channel. Last week I was really lucky and I got to go to Hay-On-Wye, which is a Welsh town with about 30 bookshops in, I think. So obviously I was a little bit excited. And I managed to get half a page in my sketchbook every day that week, like I did for my last holiday, which was in Mojaca. I'll link the videos for that in the description bar and in one of the tabs above. So I'm first going to show you all of the pages that I did in my sketchbook, and then I'll show you the books that I bought while I was away. This isn't Hay, this is Coventry. This is the view from my window at my dad's house. It was a holiday that I went on with my dad, so I stayed with my dad first and then went on holiday with him. So this is just across the street from where I live in Coventry. This was the day of the arrival, and this is my brother. And it was just a quick ballpoint pen sketch. This one's done in watercolours, Winsor and Newton watercolours, and fine liner pens. I can't remember what brand they are, but I'll put that in the description box below. This is just a basic hotel ballpoint pen I just picked up along the way. This would most of the pictures in here, unlike my week, well, my 2 weeks in Mojaca, not many of these were done from life. Unfortunately, I was quite busy, and the watercolour, if I was painting, because it wasn't as warm as it was in Mojaca, it would have been harder for them to dry on time, and there was a lot of walking around. So mostly I did them from photos that I took on my phone, and then I'd just do a sketch in the evenings. This is one of those that I just did in the evening. It's just one of the bookshops in Hay. It's done in fine liner again. It's the brand, I'll link them below. I like this layout. I think I want to do a more detailed painting of this, or maybe perhaps not so detailed, but a colour piece of this, because the lamps were green and the hair, this lady's had ginger hair, and I just really liked that combination of colours, so I'll probably find a way to amplify that a little bit with maybe a dark wood colour, some green books. That's some gold details probably. If you're interested in seeing me do that, let me know in the comments below. I'd really enjoy doing that, I think. This is my dad. Initially I tried to do one from life, but I wasn't comfortable with the way it turned out. I think I tried to do it too small and I couldn't get the details in, and I just couldn't work it out. So in the end I used a photo on my phone a bit later and did this one. Again, I'm still not super sure about it, but I think I'm not really used to drawing men, I don't think. So maybe that was part of the problem. I've only really drawn a beard once before, really. So it's not my forte. So in future, maybe I'll be better. And this is the last spread. So this day there was a market in the morning. And there was a flower market. Well, not the whole thing wasn't a flower market, but there was flowers being sold out of this van, and I really liked that image. This is definitely one that I'm going to do bigger, probably in oils or acrylics. I want the dark green van with yellow flowers. A very, very clear image of this one. I think I might do it in other colours as well, so if you have suggestions of flowers or colours that you think would look interesting in this sort of layout, again, let me know in the comments below. I really value your input. And then this is the last day. Across the road from where we were staying, there was a yellow pub which is up for sale now. Actually, it wasn't open at the time, but I just really liked the colour of the yellow against the blue sky. Unfortunately, I didn't really wash my brushes while I was doing this, because I didn't have a pot of water with me. I was just using my Winsor & Newton water brush that came with my travel watercolour set for water. So my brushes were a little bit dirty. So the colours are a little bit muddy, which I think worked really well for this one. But this piece, I was trying to do slightly brighter colours. And also I didn't really give myself enough time between... I was doing it quite late and I was tired. And I didn't give myself a lot of time between parts before I let things to dry. So instead of waiting for it to dry, I just did gaps. So it's quite gappy, and I don't really know how to do clouds in watercolour yet, so that's something that's an adventure for a future day, I think. But other than that, I like this one. I think I want to do this one again in a different medium, perhaps, maybe bigger. I want the flowers down here to be slightly brighter colours. So I'll probably use acrylic or oil for this one. So that's the whole mini sketchbook tour for this week. I did it in the Canson Mixed Media XL sketchbook, which I've nearly finished, and I promise when I finish I will do a full sketchbook tour of this. Like I said in my last mini sketchbook tour, I'm not super happy with this sketchbook. It's worked okay for me for now, but I'm not going to buy it again. So if you have any suggestions for what I should get next, again, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Okay, so I bought 3 books while I was away. I'm not very good at shopping. I don't really like buying things, but I do like books and I like bookshops. So I managed to pick up 3 books. This is the first one. It is the only work of fiction that I have that I bought this week. This is the cheapest copy that I found because I saw about 3 or 4 copies in different bookshops, but they were all a little bit pricier than this one. I'll see if I can find the name of the bookshop that I bought it from and put that one in the description box below and let you know where I got this one from. But I picked it up because I've never studied classics, but I have a degree in philosophy, so I am interested in classics and in Greek and Latin literature. This one was originally in Latin, but I do think the author was from Greece, but I mean, I'm not sure yet. I will read it and I will learn more, and then I will be able to actually talk about what this one's actually about. I picked it up in part because it's purple, but also because, yes, I am very interested in knowing more about classic literature. And if you have any suggestions for classic literature that you think I should read as somebody who's not read that much before, I mean, I have Homer's Iliad and the Odyssey, so other than those, I would really appreciate if you let me know. The second one I bought, I didn't actually buy from one of the proper bookshops. I actually got it from an Oxfam charity shop, but it was only £1. So, and I really like it because it's got the same front and back. I think that's really interesting. It's a collection of essays lectures actually about Shakespearean tragedy. I have started reading this one and I think it's really interesting. It was originally published, I think, in 58. Yeah, it was first issued in 1957. This edition is 58. Oh, this edition is 54 edition, 1954. And this one was 1958. I think maybe it took me a little while to get into the style of the writing because it's lecture style, and perhaps it's I don't want to say it's outdated lecture style because I'm assuming that lecture style hasn't changed that much. I don't know. It's been a little while it's been a few years since I was at uni, so perhaps I've just forgotten. But it did take me a little while. But no, I'm finding this very interesting, really enjoying it. I will admit that I usually prefer the comedies when it comes to Shakespeare, but I'm hoping that this will help me enjoy the tragedies a little bit more and help me understand them a little bit more. And finally, I bought another literary criticism, this one, which I know the least about. English literature at the close of the Middle Ages. I just thought it was really interesting. I thought it looked very interesting. It's got the dust jacket that comes off and it's lovely. It's very nice underneath. I think this is very beautiful. The dust jacket's a little bit tatty, but it's to be expected, I think. This edition, probably should have checked this beforehand, but I'm afraid I don't really remember numbers very well. So, yes, this edition is 1957, but originally it was published in 1945. So I'm looking forward to read it. It covers English literature. It says at the close of the Middle Ages, but from what I understand, from what I read at the beginning of the introduction, it covers quite a broad period of time and jumps between periods, and it isn't quite regimented in its style. So I'm very much looking forward to this one because I love history and I love literature and I love literature from history. I think that for me that just covers all of my interests, and so I'm really excited for this one as much as I was for this one. And this I hope that I will enjoy all of them, and I will let you know, I'm assuming, at some point. So I'm currently in the process of editing my vlog for this week, for the week away, and that should be up a Tuesday or a Thursday, either this week or next week, depending on how long it takes me to edit. But it shouldn't be a very long vlog, but hopefully it will be quite pleasant to look at. I tried to make it pleasant, but we'll see. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you next Tuesday and the following Tuesday and every Tuesday. I have my links in the description below for my Etsy, my Instagram, and my Patreon. And I would really appreciate it if you could go and support me in any way, or just take a quick look at my other art, my oil paintings, my acrylic paintings, and my other watercolour pieces. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe and comment, and just we can have a little bit of a chat. Thank you, and see you next week. Bye!